First of all, thanks everybody for taking time out of your schedule today. I know you're all busy to come over here, but I thought that it was important that we discuss a few things that the Democrats are doing. You know, even before Governor Kasich's Ohio Jobs 2.0 budget was unveiled this week, Democrats had already begun their attacks. They howled about the alleged cuts to schools, and they were wrong. Then on Sunday, Innovation Ohio Communications Director Dale Butlin went on Columbus Television and questioned the governor's motivation for this budget. Now, I know John Kasich well enough to know his motivation is creating jobs and opportunity for as many Ohioans as possible. What happens to be right for Ohio, and much to the Democrats' dismay, what is right is good politics as well. So for the Democrats to take the opposing political side, they must campaign against jobs. Democrats are demonstrating their strange belief that public benefit is an afterthought to their political gain. Democrats, while they'd like to stand here today, and I would like to stand here today and challenge the Democrats to put job-creating policies above partisan politics, their track record really suggests that they won't. Let's examine that track record. Governor Kasich signed the New Day Jobs budget in June of 2011. It eliminated an $8 billion budget shortfall and cut taxes to spur growth in Ohio. The results are undeniable. Ohio has added over 120,000 jobs, and not a single Democrat voted for the Kasich budget. Not one. Kasich's signature program for attracting new businesses here is Jobs Ohio, which is already credited with creating 21,000 new jobs and keeping 60,000 more. All but 2 of 40 House Democrats voted against this new program. Instead of admitting that they were wrong about Jobs Ohio or the 2011 budget, Democrats have been hard at work this week spreading outright lies about what the new budget does. Eric Kearney and David Pepper incorrectly stated that the budget raises taxes. It does not. The budget cuts taxes for every Ohioan by $1.4 billion. The Ohio Democrat Party has incorrectly claimed that the budget cuts funding to schools, when in fact the budget increases the base level of state funding for school districts and assures no district will suffer any dollar loss. So it's okay for Dale Butlin to go on TV and question the governor's motives. Maybe it's a good idea for us to ask some questions. What is Innovation Ohio? What are its motivations? How do we hold them and the Democrats accountable for opposing job creation? The answer to the first question is well known. Innovation Ohio is a liberal organization that advocates on behalf of Ohio Democrats. It is populated by a bunch of former Strickland staffers who lost their jobs and are unwilling to act to solve when their boss was unable to stop the bleeding of 400,000 lost jobs and was unwilling to act to stop the $8 billion budget crisis that faced Ohioans. Strickland and this gang were fired by the voters in 2010. Innovation is their tool. Spokesmen, like Butlin, should be labeled for what they are. They are partisan Democrats promoting Democrat opposition to Republican policies that are creating jobs in Ohio. That much you may know, but what you may not know is that Innovation Ohio served as consultants to the Ohio Senate and House Democrat caucus. It's not difficult to see that they're the driving force behind Democrat policies and that they clearly expect legislative Democrats to vote against every Kasich proposal. We think Ohioans should know these facts and a great deal more. So here is what we have done. Today we launched StopOhioJobKillers.com. It is a website devoted to highlighting the Democrats' fight against every proven job-creating policy. Our site's information will be factual, as when it names Democratic House members who this week made public statements, including that Ohioans don't want tax cuts. It will be uncomplicated, as when it names the 7 Democrats who voted against House Bill 58, the job retention tax credit, which has saved taxpayers over $48 million. Our job is to hold the Democrats to account. Our site will help us do that. Our mission is to guarantee that Ohioans know that Ohio Democrats are rooting against them finding a better job. All of this in the name of partisan politics. Now, thank you again for coming. I'll be happy to answer